Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hey friend. Today I'm gonna be showing y'all a summer makeup look tutorial, soft glam. But before we get into this video, I'm gonna need y'all to go ahead and click that subscribe button because you're gonna want to stay. Also, if you're not part of the notification gang, go ahead and click that bell so that way you can see when I post videos. So let's get into it. Okay y'all, so the first thing I like to do is prime my face, and this is after my skincare routine, of course. If you all want to see a skincare routine, then tune in to my skincare routine. It will be linked below. I actually did an updated one, totally geared towards people who struggle with hyperpigmentation like moi. As you can see, I have very few dark marks, which means I'm making progress. But as far as the primer that I'm using, I am using the Power Grip Primer by e.l.f. because we need this foundation to grip, okay? We need this foundation to grip to our faces this summer because it's hot, okay? It's hot and it's humid. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some on my eyelids as well because we will be doing eyeshadow, okay? I'm getting back into my eyeshadow bag because if you don't use it, you lose it, okay? And I know us girlies, we like to do our everyday makeup routine with as minimal eyeshadow as possible, but I am starting back adding eyeshadow to my soft glam look because I'm telling y'all, once the birthdays hit and you want to get your makeup done and you're like, damn, like I really want a bomb ass eyeshadow, but I don't know how to do my eyeshadow anymore. I don't want that to be you, okay? So take note. So for my foundation, I'm gonna be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation. I really love it. What I love about this foundation is that it's luminous, okay? I like a dewy luminous look. So we are going to go ahead and I'm gonna do like a pump and a half. Now, as you can see, this is the type of finish that it gives. I definitely like to look like I'm glowing, and it's definitely giving that. Now, we did skip a step, which is the brows. So for my brows, I like to use the Nicka K right here. You can't really see like the words anymore because I had this like forever, but I like to use this for my brows because for one, my brows do look on the darker side. They're more of a black than a dark brown. But what I do like to do is mix in my Wet n Wild brown pencil when it comes to doing my brows as well. So yeah, let me show y'all how I do my brows. Now, some days my brows come out amazing. Other days they don't, okay? And they need extra work, so bear with me. Okay, y'all, not too bad, but it is gonna be cleaned up a bit. But before I do that, what I do want to do is I want to go ahead and shade in this part. And then I'm gonna put some powder on it, y'all. Using my Laura Mercier Honey Translucent Powder is like the only thing I use. I'm gonna just dab a little bit of powder on this brow so it'll stay. Because y'all, in this Houston heat, my brows will rub off. And they haven't really done that this year at all until it started getting super duper hot. So I just like to dab it like that. And we're just gonna let it do its thing. And then afterwards, we'll clean it up a bit as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my other brow and then I'll come back. Okay y'all, so my brows are done for the most part. Right now, I'm just going to take this powder and I'm going to dab my other eye. So what I do is I like to dip the powder, just, you know, dab off the excess and then just lightly apply it to my brows. This is a hack that I saw when I was watching another beauty tutorial. And don't worry if it looks like chalky. When you first put the powder on, it will like soak the powder up. And plus, that's just how oily I am at the moment. So I'm just gonna let that do its thing. And then after that, once it's done doing its thing, then I'll clean up my brows. But y'all, let me tell you why you should do your brows first, okay? Before putting on foundation. This is why, the transfer, y'all. I did not set my foundation, I just applied it and did my brows. So this is what happens. But I'm gonna go ahead and sanitize my hands, clean this off, because I do not want makeup transferring to anything else. Now y'all, let's get into the concealer. Now I've been using this Complex Culture concealer like for the longest, and I've also been using this skin-based foundation as concealer also. Whatever works, right? The only reason I use this as a concealer is because it's way too light of a foundation for my skin. Back when I was doing Ipsy, they sent me this and I was like, okay, I don't want this to go to waste, so I'm just gonna use it as a concealer, and it's been working. So I'll either do a mix, I'll do this or the Complex, and sometimes I just do a mix, which today I'm gonna do a mix. So I'm gonna apply this first. Okay, so that was the skin base. As you can see, it works perfectly as a concealer. Next, I'm gonna go in with the Complex because it is a tad bit lighter. And I want my highlighted areas to be in the corners here, the tip of my nose, and that's about it. So we're gonna let this sit, and then I'm gonna go ahead and apply some more concealer to my eyelids because we are going to be doing some eyeshadow, like I said. Okay y'all, so what y'all saw is me blending out the concealer. When I blend out my concealer, I typically start at the edges of the concealer and then work my way inward. So that's what I did with the tiny brush that I had, and right now I'm just making sure that it's fully blended out. Just going over it with a bigger brush that'll cover more of the surface. And as y'all can see, I blended out the concealer on my eyelids as well. When it comes to makeup, when it comes to eyeshadow, I like to start with a clean slate. So I think this is perfect for that. So what I'm gonna do is I am actually gonna incorporate baking in today's look. So using my Laura Mercier honey translucent powder, I am going to go ahead and bake because I feel like baking is essential when it comes to this Houston weather, okay? These summers are brutal, and it's not even, we're not even deep in the summer yet, okay? It's just the beginning of June. So this is how I bake. I just use my powder puff and I lightly tap the powder in. I don't like to use a lot of powder at a time. I like to layer my powder, y'all. So this is what I'm going to do for both sides. So as you can see, I applied my powder in layers, and right now what we're gonna do is we're gonna focus on the eyeshadow. So for the eyeshadow, I'm actually gonna start off with a warm color, using my, as y'all know, my go-to when it comes to eyeshadow, my Huda Beauty Obsessions palette, and I'm going to go with the color, this color right here. So I'm just gonna apply it to the top here. Just use it as our base. Just blending it out. Okay, so now that we got that, and we are gonna go into this eyeshadow. It's an IBY eyeshadow, and it is the color Into the Woods. I can't show y'all because it's kind of cracked up for some weird reason, so I'm gonna have to be careful with this because I don't want to get it everywhere. But I'm gonna apply this color in my crease and then just blend it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So I'm gonna do the same for the other eye. This stuff is highly pigmented, so be careful. You can call Tyrone, bring us a lot. What about my body? What about my body? I'm in the house all alone, you rather go and party. What about my body? You don't want my body. Acting like I'm nobody. You want me because let's go. So now that that's done, we want a glittery color. So going back into our Huda Beauty Obsessions Topaz palettes, let's see, which one do I want to use? I actually want to use a darker glitter. So, So I'm going to be using this color here. So when applying eyeshadow to your lower lid, you want a flat brush. Something like that, y'all. Okay, so we have that applied. Now we want to use this blending brush and we want to just dab in it just a little bit and kind of blend it outwards like so. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to get our setting powder. This is just a random setting powder that I found at Sally Beauty, and I am just going to lightly apply this over where I put the powder to bake. You don't want my body, acting like I'm nobody. Want me because let's go. Okay, so now that we look crazy after we applied our setting powder, now we can bronze up, y'all. It's time for like my favorite part. My favorite part is the contour part, the bronzer and the blush. So for the blush, for the bronzer, I am gonna go into my Shades of Shan bronzer, and this is the palette I'll be using. So using this big old brush, I'm just going to apply my bronzer. Now, when you want a lifted look, you're going to apply it upwards because you want your face to appear lifted. Let's go. Okay, now for the blush, I like to go in with the K-Voss Blushing Beauty, and this is basically the only color that I use. I tried using the other ones, but I love this one. Okay, this is my favorite. I guess I like this one so much because it has a bit of shimmer in it, like glitter, and I love glitter, y'all. Call me childish all you want, but I love me some glitter. I love to glow. I love to shine. So, and honestly, like, I love a lot of blush. Like, I can be heavy on the blush, y'all. I don't think I'm heavy on the blush, but somebody else may think I'm heavy on the blush, but I love blush. And most of all, I love a sun-kissed look, so I like to apply some to the tip of my nose, as well as the bridge of my nose, y'all. Like, look at that. And plus, a hack, if you feel like you put on too much blush, just go over your blush with your foundation brush. You ain't even gotta put no foundation on the brush. Just use the leftover foundation that's on the brush and just go over the blush. Go over the area where you put the blush and that'll tone it down. Simple, simple hack. Now, before we get into everything else, I am going to go ahead and put on some eyeliner. So the eyeliner that I'm gonna be using today is by NK Makeup. It is a gel pencil for eyeliner. You just twist it like that. And I'm just gonna put that in my waterline. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with the Il Makiage mascara for my bottom lashes. Okay, and now we are going to apply some falsies. So for falsies, I do not use strip lashes. I do, however, use clusters, lash clusters. So excuse this dirty thing. It's, like I said, my makeup gets everywhere, but I actually got this from Amazon. I just typed in fluffy lashes from Amazon and this is what came up. They actually have lengths 10 through 18. So yeah, and they give you a lot too. So what I'm going to use is, let's see, which ones do I want to use? You know what? I'm gonna do dramatic, y'all. I'm gonna do some dramatic lashes. And so this is what I use for lashes. I use this utensil and I use this Bond and Seal. So this, as well as the utensil, actually came from my Falscara kit when I first tried Falscara clusters, and now I'm hooked, y'all. So yeah, that's where they came from, but you can buy that from Amazon. My Amazon storefront will be linked in the description box below. So yeah, I am going to do my lashes, and after that, I'm gonna show you how to find a look. Okay. Okay, so my lashes are done. I did put a bit of brown lip liner on using the Wet n Wild brown pencil. And right now I'm just gonna put some glittery translucent gloss on. Cause I like to keep it simple with the lips, especially when your eye shadow is a bit, you know, on the bold side. So yeah, that's that. Now we're gonna set our face. So to set my face, I'm gonna use the Dewy hydrating setting spray from Ruby Kisses. Y'all, this stuff not only works good, but it smells so good. And yeah, y'all, we are summer ready. So I really hope you all enjoyed this tutorial. And I really hope that some of these tips will help y'all out when it comes to doing y'all eyeshadow and y'all makeup look for the summer, because it is hot, okay? It is hot, okay? And if you aren't really a big fan of matte looks, but you feel like you may have to do a matte look because it's summer, I am proof to tell you, you don't have to do that. You can still have a dewy, glowy finish without looking too sweaty. You know what I mean? So yeah. And like I said, methods matter, but honestly, I will say that foundation matters as well. Foundation and concealer matters as well. So make sure you get a good quality one, so that way you're not seeing a whole lot of creasing and separation. And like I said, powder is your best friend when it comes to the summer. So make sure that you bake. Make sure that you put your powder on. Don't forget your primer, and definitely do not forget your setting spray. I really hope you all enjoyed this video. All of the products that I used in this video will be linked down below, as well as my Amazon storefronts. Also, if you all want to see some more tutorials when it comes to makeup, when it comes to hair, as well as any fashion hauls, just let me know. If you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe because you're going to want to stay. Also, if you're not part of the notification gang, go ahead and click that bell so that way you can see when I post videos. Until next time, peace.